You ever notice how everyone talks about wanting a different life, but almost nobody is willing to bleed for it? That's the problem right there. People want results without the war. They want the reward without the grind. They want to feel motivated instead of actually changing something. And that's exactly why they stay stuck year after year, repeating the same excuses like a broken machine. But you didn't click this video by accident. Something inside you is sick of your own patterns, sick of wasting potential, sick of watching life slip through your fingers while others climb, build, and dominate. Good. Hold on to that. Because what you're going to hear in the next few minutes isn't soft encouragement or fake positivity. You're going to hear truth, raw, unforgiving truth, because that's the only thing that actually snaps people awake. If you want to break through, it won't come from manifesting or wishing. It comes from friction, from discipline, from pressure, from doing the exact things you avoid. This is the moment you either decide to level up or you admit that you never meant it in the first place. And if that stings, perfect. That means it landed. What you're about to hear is meant to shake you, challenge you, and force you to confront the part of yourself you keep running from. So take a breath, brace yourself, because once this starts, there's no going back, and the person you'll be after this message will not be the same as the one pressing play right now. Most people don't fail because life is unfair. They fail. They fail because they keep lying to themselves. They convince themselves that tomorrow is the plan. They convince themselves that they're trying. They convince themselves that they're working hard. Reality check: if you were actually working hard, you wouldn't be in the same place you've been for years. That's the part everyone avoids admitting because it burns. But that burn is the beginning of transformation. Look, you don't need another inspirational quote. You don't need a morning ritual. You don't need someone to hype you up. You need to stop hiding from the truth. Your potential is rotting because you've been negotiating with your excuses. You've been letting comfort run your life. You've been letting feelings dictate your discipline. You've been letting fear decide your direction. And that's exactly why you're stuck. The painful part, deep down, you know you're capable of 10 times more than what you're doing. You've had moments where you felt unstoppable. Moments where your mind was sharp. Your vision was clear. Your hunger was alive. Moments where you knew, without a doubt, you were built for something bigger. But you abandoned those moments. You let life distract you. And now you're paying the price for every time you said, "I'll start later." But here's the truth you need to hear right now. Later is a graveyard where dreams go to die. You want change. It starts with refusing to tolerate your old patterns for even one more day. You want growth. It starts with killing the version of you that's been sabotaging everything. You want a new life. It starts with earning it hour by hour, day by day, rep by rep. No shortcuts. No magic. No excuses. Just brutal, consistent action. If you're still watching, good. That means you can handle the truth. Now it's time to move into the part where most people break, but you won't. Listen carefully, because this is the part where most people tap out. The grind is not glamorous. It's not cinematic. It's not loud. It's not heroic. It's you alone doing the work that nobody else sees and nobody else will applaud. The grind starts when the alarm goes off before sunrise. Not 7 a.m., not 6. 4. When the world is quiet. When your bed feels warm. When your mind whispers, "Stay. Rest. You earned it." No, you didn't earn anything yet. You get up anyway. Feet on the floor. Silence. A decision made. That's the grind, the daily war against the weaker version of you. You walk into the gym while the parking lot is still empty. The air is cold. The lights are harsh. The weights feel heavier than they should. But that's exactly where you need to be. Because the grind is built on resistance, physical and mental. You warm up. Shoulders tight. Back stiff. Brain foggy. Still you move. Slow. Controlled. Precise. Every rep is a message. I showed up. Then the real work begins. You lift. The weight doesn't care how you feel. The bar doesn't care about your problems. Iron has no sympathy. It only responds to one thing: discipline. First set, clean. Second set, harder. Third set, your lungs start to burn. Your grip weakens. Your muscles tremble. You feel that familiar pressure climbing up your spine, crawling across your shoulders. Good. That's the whole point. Because the grind is not about comfort. It's about exposure. Exposing yourself to difficulty every single day until difficulty becomes your baseline. until challenge feels normal. Until pain becomes information, not intimidation. You move to the next exercise, sweat dripping, breathing sharp. You start to feel that voice inside you rise again. The one that asks, why are you doing this? This hurts. Stop. But that voice is your enemy, and the grind is how you kill it. You stay locked in. Focus. Hands chalked. Feet planted. Mind steady. People think gym motivation is about hype playlists and inspiring quotes. Wrong. The real motivation is built in the trenches, when your body screams, when your mind doubts, when you feel yourself cracking but you don't back down. You push through the rep that feels impossible. You push through the set that feels like it's going to break you. You push through the burn that makes you question your sanity. That's the grind, not the easy reps. The ones that shake you. The ones that force you to confront your limits. The ones that demand more than you think you have. You wipe the sweat off your face. You look in the mirror, not for validation, not to admire yourself, but to confront yourself. What do you see? A soldier or a quitter? Because the grind reveals the truth. It strips away your excuses. It exposes your habits. It shows you exactly who you are and what you've been avoiding. Then you move to cardio. That's where the real mental battle begins. Your legs burn. Your chest tightens. Your breath turns into fire. You want to slow down. You want to stop. But you don't. Because this is the moment most people surrender, and that is exactly why you must continue. This is the separation point, the dividing line between average and unstoppable, between those who want it and those who get it. Every minute on that treadmill is you declaring war on your comfort zone. Every drop of sweat is proof you're refusing to be the old you. Every step forward is a reminder that discipline beats motivation every time. You finish the session, exhausted, drained, but stronger. Not because the workout changed your body, not yet, but because the grind changed your mind. You walk out of the gym different than you walked in. More focused, more lethal, more in control. That's why the grind matters. It's not about muscles. It's not about aesthetics. It's about forging a mindset that does not fold, does not fear, does not run. A mindset that shows up whether you feel like it or not. A mindset that treats excuses like enemies. A mindset that turns discipline into a lifestyle. This is where beginners separate themselves, not by being perfect, not by knowing everything, but by choosing to endure what most people avoid. You do the reps. You take the pain. You embrace the struggle day after day. Until the grind becomes your identity, that's the price of transformation. If you can handle the grind, you can handle anything. This is where everything gets real, because the iron isn't your toughest opponent. The weights aren't your threat. The soreness, the burn, the fatigue, they're nothing compared to the real enemy. The real enemy is you, not the version standing in the gym, the version living inside your head, the one whispering poison into your thoughts. That voice has been with you your whole life. It knows exactly where you're weak. It knows your fears. It knows your insecurities. And it uses them against you every single day. The inner war begins long before you step foot in the gym. It begins the moment you open your eyes in the morning and the first thought hits you. I don't want to do this. That's the enemy. And if you don't crush it right there, it grows. It gets louder. It gets stronger. It starts negotiating with you. Maybe today you take a rest day. You worked hard yesterday. Skip this one. You're tired. You deserve a break. You can start fresh tomorrow. It's just one day. No, it's never just one day. Every skip day is another bullet handed directly to the enemy. Every compromise is fuel for the weaker version of you. Every negotiation is surrender. The inner war is fought in the silence. In those moments when nobody is watching, nobody is pushing you, and nobody will ever know if you quit. And that's enough. You drag yourself out of bed, not because you feel inspired, not because you're hyped, not because you're motivated. You do it because the mission demands it. And the mission is simple: win the war in your head. You walk into the gym, but the real fight is happening inside you. Every rep is you trying to outrun that voice. Every set is you trying to silence it. Every second you don't quit is you proving that you're not controlled by your emotions. That's the difference between people who change their lives and people who waste their lives. The ones who change know one truth: motivation is optional. Discipline is mandatory. Motivation is a spark. discipline is fire. Motivation fades, discipline sustains. Motivation feels good, discipline feels right. You want fat to burn, muscles to grow, confidence to rise? Then you better learn to fight the voice inside you that wants to keep you weak. And here's the brutal truth. Most people lose this war. Not because they're incapable, not because they're broken, but because they underestimate how vicious their mind can be. Your mind will sabotage you with comfort. It will trick you with logic. It will lie to you with kindness. It will weaponize fatigue, fear, and doubt. It will do everything it can to keep you the same. You think this war is easy. You think discipline comes naturally. No, it comes through training, mental training. Here's how it actually works. Step 1, RAS is TT first, TXUSC. That first excuse that shows up in the morning, shut it down, fast, decisive, no discussion. The longer you think, the more power you give it. Step 2, Embre Taich to INL Desunforward. The first 10 minutes of any workout are hell. Your body is colgy. Your brain is foggy. Your energy is low. Push through that window and everything changes. Tepi 3 re iso nens THELIES. This is enough. You did good. You can stop early. Those are traps, not truths. Your brain wants relief, but relief kills progress. Step 4, Chiochuros Isioafarang Oparpos. Not reckless suffering, intentional suffering, controlled hardship, the kind that builds resilience, grit, and dominance over your impulses. Step 5, you say I'd dull. Not when you feel like it, not when it's comfortable, not when you're tired. Finish because you said you would. That's how trust is built, not with others, but with yourself. And that's the real prize of the inner war, self-trust. When you trust yourself, you become dangerous, unshakable, unstoppable, because you know that no matter how hard things get, no matter how heavy life becomes, you will show up. Beginners think fitness is about exercises and programs and diets. But the real transformation begins when you prove to yourself that you can do what you said you'd do, even when every part of you doesn't want to. Your body changes second. Your mind changes first. You want to get shredded, build muscle, get stronger? Fine. But if you don't win the inner war first, none of that matters. You'll quit the moment things get difficult. The gym is not just a room filled with equipment. It's a battlefield. Every weight is a test. Every rep is a choice. Every drop of sweat is evidence that you're refusing to be the weaker version of yourself. And here's the best part: every time you win a small battle, waking up early, pushing through a hard set, overriding a lazy thought, you weaken the enemy inside you. You take its power. You take its influence. You take control. Eventually, the voice that once dominated you becomes background noise. Still there, still talking, but powerless. Because you've built a stronger voice, the disciplined one. The voice that says, get up, go, finish, no excuses. Do it anyway. That voice becomes your weapon, your shield, your identity. The inner war never ends. But that's a good thing, because warriors aren't made in peace. They're made in conflict. They're forged by resistance. They're hardened by daily combat. And you, right now, you are in the forge. This is where you build the mindset that will carry you for the rest of your life. A mindset that does not break. A mindset that does not run. A mindset that does not quit. Win the inner war. And the rest of your life becomes a battlefield you are prepared for. There comes a moment right in the middle of the pain when something shifts. The body is tired. The breath is heavy. The breath is heavy. The mind is screaming for relief. But you don't stop. Not this time. You push one more rep, then another. And somewhere between the doubt and the burn, you feel a control. Not over the weight, over yourself. You realize the pain isn't punishment. It's transformation. The struggle isn't a barrier. It's the doorway. Every rep becomes proof you're no longer the same beginner who walked in scared, hesitant, unsure. This is the breakthrough. That moment when you understand the grind isn't something you endure. It's something you own. Your fear shrinks. Your confidence rises. Your discipline hardens. And suddenly the gym isn't a place you go to get stronger. It's a place where you prove you already are. The code is simple and it's non-negotiable. Show up. Do the work. No excuses. Finish what you start. You train when you're tired. You train when you're unmotivated. You train when nobody will ever know you trained. Because this isn't about applause. It's not about perfection. It's about becoming a person you can rely on. Your word is your order. Your discipline is your weapon. Your consistency is your armor. Stick to the code, and weakness has nowhere left to hide. You start as a beginner. Good. Beginners have one advantage that veterans forget: hunger. Use it. Feed it. Let it drive you until the version of you who used to quit becomes unrecognizable. You don't need permission. You don't need motivation. You need action. Today is the day you draw the line. Today is the day you stop negotiating. Today is the day you decide you will not go back. You will not slow down. You will not quit. You will rise, and the world will see the results. But you will know the war was won long before the muscles grew. Stand up. Breathe in. Step forward. Your new life begins when the excuses end. This is the moment. Now go earn it.